Hello everyone. So this is lecture 2, class 9th, subject English, Behave, poem 2, Wind. In my previous lecture regarding this poem, I discussed about the introduction, about the poet, and the explanation of the poem was being explained with the poetic devices. Now, this lecture we will study summary of Wind. We will revise what we studied in the previous lecture. Then we will have a look on report writing, that is a part of your writing section, and then we will discuss the homework solutions that was related to the questions regarding the poem. Summary of the poem. What was the poem all about? The first part of the poem describes the action of the wind. The poet asks the wind to come softly. He requests the wind not to break the shutters of the windows, not to scatter the papers and throw down the books from the shelf. But the wind throws the books and tears the pages. The first part of the poem deals with the requesting. That means the poet is requesting the wind not to come so fiercely that it is shuttering down the windows, scattering the papers, tearing down the pages of the books, throwing down the books from the shelf. The poet says that the wind makes a mockery of weaklings. That means he makes fun of the weak things. And here the wind is a symbolism of what? The difficulties and the problems that we face in our life. So the poet is saying that the problems and the difficulties, or we can say the hard situations or the circumstances in life, only shatters the weak people. It brings down frail. Frail means weak. Frail houses, crumbling, crushed, breaking into pieces, crumbling doors, rafters, and even weak hearts. It crushes everything that is weak. That means the wind is a symbolism of the problems and difficulties in our life, and the problems and difficulties only devastate or shatter the weak people. So the wind, like the strong wind, comes and makes the fun of weaklings. Similarly, the problems come and shatters the weak people. The poet advises us to be strong. Now, the poet is also advising us that how to deal with such situations in our life by becoming strong only. If we are mentally, psychologically, emotionally and physically strong, then no problem or no situation can leave us devastated. Only then we can save ourselves from the wind. We should build strong homes with firm doors, with strong doors. Our bodies and hearts should also be strong. It is the way of the world to kick the weak and to be friends with the strong. That means the problems, the wind, like the wind has separated weak people from the strong ones, as only the weak peoples will be left devastated. Right? Only the weak things were getting affected with the strong blow of wind. Similarly, the problems also comes in our life and separates the weak people from the strong ones. The wind blows out the weak fires, but makes the strong fires roar and flourish. That means the wind only devastate the weak things, like the weak things were only affected. But what happened to the strong ones? They became more strong and they flourished. They continue to grow. Thus, the poem conveys the idea that nobody cares for the weak. Even the wind is on the side of the strong people. We must make ourselves strong to become successful and overcome the challenges in life. That means we need to be strong enough, we need to be bold enough, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. We need to be that much strong so that we are ever ready to face any situation in our life. So the wind, the poem, is a symbol of the situations, the problems, the hurdles, the adversities, and the situations that may come in our life, as we all know that these are the part and parcel of our life only. So this was all about the poem went. Now we will move to the next topic of our writing skills, that is report writing. So we will discuss about it. We will have one sample of report writing and then you will do one question related to report writing in your English practice notebook. So let's see what is a report. A report is a piece of first-hand information about an incident, occurrence or event. That means it is related to about some incident that has happened in the past. It must be brief, to the point and systematic. That means it should have all the relevant information that is needed to be conveyed to the readers. It must be given a suitable heading or title. First of all, the title will come. Then in the next line, the name of the writer, that is written by and the name, or we can also write reporter's name and then the name of the reporter. Then date and the place from where it was written. These are the essential things to be mentioned, to be taken care of before starting with report. The report should be simple. It should not have ornamental language. It should be brief, simple, to the point, systematic. That means the information has to be recorded sequence wise. That first what happened, then what, and then what was done. So this was the brief introduction of the report writing. Now it is report writing. It is written in third person and indirect speech. We never use direct speech. That means dialogue conversation is not written in report writing. We do not use active voice. We always use passive voice. The language used is neutral and figurative. No ornamental language is used. It should be avoided. Neutral, that means simple, and figurative, that should be easily understood by the readers. And the content should include what should be the relevant points that has to be included in the content of report, that when the incident happened, where it happened, why it happened, and how. That means how the incident occurred, or if some problem is there, some accident is there, then what was being done and by whom it was being done at the time of that particular incident. That has to be written. And what was the scenario, what was the reaction of the people, like that. Such points should be included in report writing. Here are the main sections of the standard report writing format. First is the title, that includes the title of the report. Then in the next line comes the reporter's name or by, and then we write the name of the writer. Then the date of report preparation, the date on which we are preparing the report, that needs to be mentioned, and after that place is also mentioned. Summary, that means content. There needs to be a summary of the major points, conclusions and recommendations. It needs to be short as it is a general overview of the report. It is not a kind of paragraph or an article in which you are going to describe each and every point, but it should be brief, simple, no ornamental language, and the relevant information regarding the event, when, where, how, and what was being done, that should be mentioned in the content. Now, a report should answer the following questions. What? That means what was the name of the event or the occasion, where it happened, where it was being organized, if it is related to any kind of event. Then when it was being organized, date, time, activities. If teaching and social work is there, regarding if you are writing report, then that has to be mentioned, that what activities were done, how the activities were organized, who was the volunteer, and everything. A comment on the quality of the activities organized. If we are mentioning the activities, then we need to mention that what kind of activities, were they fruitful, were they attractive, were they beneficial, like that. So this is one question related to report writing. MMD School, New Delhi recently organized a science symposium on the topic effect of pollution on quality of life. So this was a kind of event being organized by this school. You are Amit, editor of the school magazine. Write a report on the event for your school magazine. So first the heading, then the reporter's name, and then date, place. Then this is the report. A symposium was organized on 1st March 2018 in the school on the topic. First the topic is to be mentioned, when it was organized, who were the part or the participants. All the science students were a part of the program. Then how it started. The event started with the honor of the guest speakers. The resource person Dr. Hari Om reflected his profound knowledge on the topic and highlighted how important it is to curb the menace of pollution. An exhilarating in demonstration of effects of pollution on our lives galvanized the engrossed participants, attracted the participants. Galvanized means the participants were engrossed in organizing the event related to pollution. After the lunch break, Dr. K.K. Arora, resource person, exhibited the possible steps that can be undertaken at the personal level to reduce pollution. It was followed by another session on the basic concept behind pollution reduction, which triggered the young minds into thinking innovative ways. Triggered means forced them to think about it in an innovative way. An interactive concourse ignited the inquisitiveness of participants. They have committed themselves completely to bring about a change in the situation. The informative workshop culminated with a vote of thanks proposed by the head of the science department. That means the informative workshop was ended with a vote of thanks to the science department. Now, homework solutions of the previous homework. The first question of textual questions were there. First question, what are the things the wind does? When the wind blows violently, it destroys everything. It breaks the shutter of windows, scatters the papers, throws the books down from the shelves, tears their pages, and brings along a lot of rain. Next question. What does the poet say the wind god winnows? The wind god winnows means that nature shifts the weak things from the strong ones. Everything that is weak is tossed by the powerful wind and gets destroyed. Just like the winnower separates the grains of wheat from the chaff, similarly the wind god separates the weak from the strong. Third question. What should we do to make friends with the wind? We must make ourselves strong to face the violent wind. When we will be strong, the wind will not harm us. Instead, it will become a friend and help us to grow and flourish. So in this way, we can be friends with the wind. Next question. What do the last 4 lines of the poem mean to you? The last 4 lines of the poem carry an important message that the strong people emerge stronger and victorious in the face of adversities. We must make ourselves strong like a burning fire which grows and flourishes in the violent wind. We also prosper in the face of challenges. Then we were having some extra questions. First question, what does the wind make fun of? The wind shutters, breaks the shutters of the windows, tears the pages of books, destroys doors, houses, rafts, lives and hearts of people. It destroys everything and shows its power. In this manner, the wind makes fun of the weak things only. Next question. Why does the poet remark that the friendship of wind is good? It focuses on the violent aspect of wind that causes destruction. The fierce wind is also seen by the poet as a symbol of adversities in life. It ends with a suggestion that if we remain strong, we can overcome any obstacles. So, the friendship is good because if we will be friends, then we can face any kind of destruction, we can face any kind of problem, adversities, bad situations or hurdles in our life. Next question. What does crumbling suggest in the poem Wind? The houses, doors, rafters, etc. Crumbling means that weak people and things are crushed by the destructive power of the wind. Crumbling means what? Breaking, and breaking what? The weak things only with the strong blow of wind. That is what is the suggested by this word crumbling, and that is why this word has been repeated so many times in the poem. Last question. What is the central idea of poem Wind? The central theme of the poem is about the wind that takes the shape of a tornado, of a volcano. Here it is described of possessing human qualities and feelings such as happiness and being mischievous too. That means the poet is a symbolism of what? The human feelings, the human qualities and the problems that we face in our life. It goes around everywhere making commotion and destroying and chasing things. Now this is your homework that you have to revise report writing and do the given question. You will do the questions of the wind first along with the extra questions. You will put a heading extra question, then you will write all the answers, and from the next page and next date you will mention report writing. You will make the format of report writing, and then you will do this question, that is, you are Sohan, an active member of the Animal Lovers Club which works for the welfare of animals by preventing cruelty to them. Recently you visited Mahatma Gandhi Animal Care Home. You were pleasantly surprised to see the good treatment given to the animals. Write a report on your visit. You may use the following points: injured dogs and cats, abundant pets, very old animals, all very well cared for, well-equipped medical room, veterinary surgeon, green surroundings. So these are the points which you may use in your report. So do this question in your English practice notebook. Do the sample in your English fair notebook with the format of report writing. You will revise the summary of Wind, about the poem Wind, and then you will proceed to report writing. And remember the sample which I gave you, that has to be done in your fair notebook, and this question has to be done in practice notebook only.